across through me.
But you have
Are
to.
you trying to lower your camera so that you can't see it, so I'm not
No, no, I
distracted?
didn't mean to do that. I just wanted
How
more of me
dare
in
you?
the shot. I'm beautiful.
Is there not enough of you in the shot, Dan?
No, no,
No?
no. There can always be more me. Plus, I don't have
Slimer
to.
Green. That shirt. Slimer Green.
Slimer. Yeah, well, it's a little bit lighter than Slimer.
Well, you still look like you're wearing just a slimy t-shirt. You probably haven't changed in about 6 days.
I just got it out of the wash and put it on because you said you wanted to go live. Actually,
Wonderful.
see,
Wonderful.
smart ass. Yeah,
Well,
fucking smart ass.
what else would my ass be?
Uh,
Dumb? No.
well, I mean,
I am the
dumbass.
smartest man in this damn Twitch channel.
Can you do? Can you? That's not true. I'm smarter than you. Can you do me a favor and hand me the drink I forgot to bring over here, please?
No, the proper way to say it is, get me a soft drink, my boy.
I'm not going to tell her that. You tell her that, big man. He said
No.
that he wanted me to get in trouble. He said the proper way to say it is, "Get me a soft drink, my boy."
Well, you are from the South, so...
I'm not from the South.
Well, where's West Virginia, then?
Hold on. Say that again, Kelly.
So he's single?
Yes, he's single.
Wait, did you say you're surprised or not surprised?
No, she said she's surprised.
Oh, okay.
Don't bother. What was I gonna say? I forgot. We have to watch Birds of Prey later. I really want to see that again. Did you see Birds of Prey?
No, I haven't gone to the movies since Joker. I cancelled my my card, my Odeon card.
Good time to do it.
Yeah, I cancelled my Odeon card, and for some reason I've got a knife that came with my 3D printer that I've been playing with. I have to have something in my hand at all times, but no, I cancelled my Odeon card.
Odeon Cinema. I don't know why we're here. You just wanted to futz around for a little while, so I figured, why the hell not?
Time to kill. Time to.
I have lots of time to kill. Yes.
Yeah, I mean.
So at this point,
with your
since
house on wheels.
I don't have a house on wheels. Although
Okay.
these days I wish I had a
mobile home.
I know what a house on wheel is. Thank you. It's thank you.
You're
caravan.
welcome.
It's a caravan. They call it a caravan where you're from.
Exactly.
See, I watch Top Gear. I know the lingo. Which apparently they don't like caravanners very much.
We don't like many people here. You know.
Okay.
The folk of the home on wheels are definitely one of them. You know, maybe that's why I have such a great disdain for you. Maybe it's not. Who knows?
I don't have a home on wheels. I don't have a mobile home.
Okay, well, why do I see a steering wheel in the background?
That's not a steering wheel.
Okay,
it's a license plate that way.
Okay, I was pointing the exact opposite way.
Of course you were.
You know, this is what happens. I improvise.
That.
I was pointing the other way. You know, more to your other left. Wait, that actually is your left. So there we go. I got it right. See?
Yeah, I was gonna say stage
left.
One. My stage
score
left.
One.
Yours left.
Yeah. Score one for the great one.
Score one.
But yeah. So I thought I would. Usually these days come where I think, what to do? Do I A, sleep, B, sleep, C, annoy Dan, D, sleep, or E, ice cream?
And you chose me over ice cream?
No, I had ice cream shortly before.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, even I'd be mad at you at that point.
You know, I in such crazy times, I choose to ration. I've gone from the old times of actually getting 6 different tubs of ice cream and mixing them in like a sundae formation, to now cutting down to 7 different types of ice cream and making them smaller to fit more in the cup.
How do you?
I know that's not cutting down.
Wait, what did you say?
I was doing Steiner maths, Dan. I said I was going from 6 different.
Okay, that's what I thought. I okay. No, we're on the same page. If anybody should have.
I'm trying to catch you out.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I
know the American education system doesn't stretch beyond, 1 add 1, 1 add 1. And of
One
course,
add
the
one? You mean
all-important
one plus one?
Yeah, 1+1. You know.
Do they really call it one add one in the UK?
Dan, we're a broad language.
I'm
We
asking
use
a
many
serious
words.
question.
One add one, yeah.
Oh wow, I've never heard that referred to. Hold on, look at my ceiling for a second.
Okay. Well, it's a very
burrow correctly. That's what your creatures do. It's what you were bred for, Roscoe.
it's a very
Why? Why can't you burrow? That's what you were made for, to burrow and chase badgers.
I'm trying to make observations about Dan's ceiling, and just hearing him shout at his dog is.
What were you trying to say about my? I hate my ceiling, but I hate that popcorn ceiling. I hate that.
I was just trying to make observations about it, but as soon as I just hear Roscoe, blah 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 blah,
I said
blah,
Roscoe.
Blah, blah.
Well, you know what's funny about when you make fun of my accent is I have a Philly, South Jersey accent, and you always go Southern, which is actually the correct. Because the Philly
you can't hear the West Virginia at all.
Not in West Virginia.
Really?
Not from West
all right,
Virginia.
draw me a map and prove it.
I mean, okay. Here.
I won't believe you, but
actually, no. I was about to put that all over Twitch where I was. Never mind. That's a dumb idea.
I could have had someone else do my dirty work instead.
Yeah, just like with Roughneck, right?
I mean, I had him taken out by a good friend, Tank Toland, who I may or may not have tricked into doing my dirty work for me. It's what I do.
Yeah. You know why that makes me laugh so much when you always bring that up is because in real life it was the dumbest fucking thing. Those two idiots did the thing with the chair, and you're like, it was deliberate. I'm like, the fact that kayfabe, it was the fucking opposite, makes it funnier.
But what you need to remember, though, is the fact that it really is my fault. I may not have said, hey, Tank, go and take that punk out. Here's $20. I actually did say, go over to Tank and say, hey, Tank, go and hit that guy. Jokingly, and he still goes and
whacked him.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing about that?
I am a bad influence, because I really am.
The funny thing about that, and just to shoot for a second, since nobody's watching this anyway, I mean there is, but very few. Is I think that's how the commission found out that the show was happening, because he went to the hospital, and he was like. He told him what happened, and somebody heard. I'd say, it was so funny. It was so funny. It wasn't funny at the time. Looking back, it's very funny. At the time, I was not happy.
Well, I'm sure you had fun as the DJ.
I think I did have fun as the DJ. That was fun. It was like a challenge to get that all done because he's like, he does this. Dan, you have to be the DJ. And I look at him and I say very childishly, I don't want to be the DJ. He goes, you're the only one I trust. Be the DJ.
You telling me to do it at one point, and I was like, no.
I was like, Harry, be the DJ. You were like, no. I was like, fuck. But he's like this. He's got blood pouring out of his head. And I have to go. Be the DJ. I turn around. This is really the only thing that still makes me mad to this day because other companies figure this shit out. I turn around and there's 12 wrestlers ready to give us music 30 minutes before people come in the door. Like, how is this not done? Mr. Boyer and I, Mr. Harold Boyer and I was like, Harold, please go to the locker room, write down everybody's name. I said everybody to the locker room, so go to the locker room. I don't think I've ever told this part. I said, bless you.
Bless you.
She's got the Rona. I said, go to the locker room, write down everybody's names.
Did you say she's got the Rona?
The Rona. It was a joke.
Oh, the Rona. Oh, you're using slang now. Huh?
Yeah, I'm using slang now because that's what people do on the internet because it's supposed to be funny, I guess.
She's got the Rona, you got the Beatus. It's a nice little clip there. Connection.
Anyone who's ever eaten at the Long John Silver's on
Dale
Boulevard can't have the Rona.
Can't have the Rona, yeah, exactly. Don't say street names on here.
Okay.
Yes, but that is true. Well, no, the one before that came out, Kelly, was it was a picture of the ECW arena, and the meme was, anybody who's used this bathroom can't get the Rona.
Fun fact, anyone who's been within 50 feet of the American Roughneck is immune.
Cannot get the Rona.
Immune to the corona.
Yes! Kelly, you've been with a roughneck. We're immune. We've been within 50 feet of roughneck. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have the beta stand, so you've got that.
I don't have the beat. You know what's funny about that is I'm not the one in the house that has it. You jerk.
If we're to actually talk about serious issues here right now, do we know well, obviously you won't know about Roughneck, but do we know a Roughneck and Dean in isolation? Because at their age, they have
He's
to be
only
in
3 years
for these
older
roles.
than me. He's only three.
Roughneck isn't. Roughneck's at least 60 years older than
He's
you.
not 60.
Years older than you, he is.
He's older, but he's not. I think he's like 54, maybe. I might be, maybe 50. There's no way
I'm hearing at least 69.
He's not 69. Good number though.
Okay, all right. Well, Dean is at least 84.
He's 39.
Okay, I'm hearing 76.
No. 3.
12.
And then a 9.
7. 127. There we go. Yeah, exactly. But onto more serious things. So if they're in quarantine, we know they're safe.
They're not in quarantine, but sure.
Okay. So it's a good thing that Roughneck's not in quarantine, but we need to know that Dean is in quarantine, safe and sound. Is he safe and sound, Dan? Dean? Craig?
I'm Dan.
Chris?
Craig's not here.
Whoever. This is the Craig Lagan show, after all.
No. This is separate from that.
Okay.
It's the Harry Barnett show, apparently.
The great Harry Barnett show. I mean,
I'm sorry.
After all,
I'm sorry. The great HB.
Despite said issues with the incoming return of a podcast, while this crisis is ongoing, I am going to continue the use of my full name.
Oh, okay. All right. I just didn't want to.
You didn't want to step on any toes? It's okay.
I didn't,
my toes are on
no.
the floor, and I do have the 3D printed shoes right next to them, which I have, of course, on a daily basis threaten Chondo right.
Are you gonna address that thing ever?
Publicly, no.
Yeah.
I'm distancing myself from that, just so that publicly I can show that I am nothing to do with it, that I'm nothing to do with them. For that little bit of time, I did have to become something else. I did have to become someone else. And not a lot of people tend to realize that I ripped that line off from the Arrow intro. When he says that, after those 8 years on the island, he had to become someone else. He had to become something else. I like to think that my delivery was very similar. But on a very unrelated tangent, I am never going to address that. If it was to come into the public eye, if it was to get worse, then, I'll probably take jabs at it. It's what I do, as you yourself have seen from just about any drama over
anything
the past,
at all
10 years, regardless of whether it's like, ouch, I scraped my knee, I'm going to turn around and see who the nearest person is so I can blame them, or whether it is a full-blown drama like the devil in Louisville, or the fat father-in-law.
The devil. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
Yeah,
I thought
took you a minute there.
I thought the other person was the devil, but no, I was about to say not even the devil is a pedophile, but
exactly.
Never mind. I'm with you.
This is what I do.
Is that other person safe?
Yes.
Okay.
Safety was something that I evaluated long before this was public.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, because hey, people can remain not safe on the wrong side of town.
That's true.
if need be, because in this current climate, in this time that we live in, I have received numerous offers and numerous requests for me to, how should we say, vigilante up. And to say that I'm not opposed to it is definitely a general dictation of the way forward.
Yeah.
If I have to do something about issues, or if I have to take the way the world is into my own hands, I'm not opposed to it. But the only problem is I can't print a suit that will actually hold in one piece because, I have to conceal my identity somehow.
Yeah.
But I also have to have something that can keep my body safe because, there are dangerous people out there, but I'm that bit more dangerous. That bit more dangerous. And I'm going to take my glasses off right now because I feel like I've just taken this to the next level.
Oh, just you. I'm sorry. I was.
Yeah. I mean, I've never realized how far apart your eyes are.
What? The same
No,
distance.
just,
Mine are closer than yours.
all right. I've got a tape measure here. You want to fucking compare distance?
No, not particularly. Yeah, tape measure nearby.
Five. I'm only gonna just tell you a number that's less than whatever you say.
I know.
But 5 centimeters, by the way. I have shoulder. Damn. This is what happens. Like, I've got a desk full of stuff because I am in the process of, as I said, I'm going to be doing these podcasts again, and as I may or may not have said, they will be known as the Great Harry Barnett's Laughcast. But I have all these things in front of me because I am in the process of tidying things and reorganizing in here to make it give it a studio look. I want my cupboard, not cupboard, my what do you call the things that hold stuff?
Shelves?
Bingo, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Shelves is a problem for you?
Possible CTE was definitely kicking in there. I want my shelves in the background because I obviously have a great deal of space on those shelves where I can really display 3D printed stuff in the background, and it just means when I'm talking to someone, much like your mediocre self, I can just be talking to you and you turn around and you say, "Hey, what's that behind you?"
I'm not turning around.
Did you like? No. There's nothing behind you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Although it would be funny if there was someone behind you just waiting to go because then you'd be like, "Help me!" But
I don't bag a lot.
where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted a background because right now there is 2 curtains in a wall. I have no problem with that, but there is 2 curtains in a wall. Yeah, it's a fairly uninteresting background, and you just want something, like your little Ghostbusters poster there, your little DVDs, your Blu-rays, your CDs, your games, whatever's behind your giant head. I love when you do that because you look like you're trying not to laugh, but you're also, because I've just insulted you, but you're also trying to
It's like, what the fuck,
just
man?
remain, hey, why are you going that far?
It's like, wait, why? What the fuck?
It's my go-to setting, Dan. You need to remember something. Since 2012, my go-to thing has be a bastard. Since 2012.
So right when I met you, it's been be a bastard.
I think it was shortly before, shortly after. I know it was around the sort of time that I was introduced to Roughneck because he randomly added me on Facebook. And then I just saw a picture of him one day and I was like, I insulted him and he was like, damn, even you're turning heel on me. I was like, bingo. Shit,
Great. So it's his fault.
Did I just tell the world my origin story?
He did.
Well, I won't remember it next week and I'll end up telling someone different. Much like the Joker, if I want a backstory, I'm going to have multiple choice. I do have a multiple choice. I do have a Joker pop around here somewhere. I've got Superman on my shelf there. A Pikachu, the Silver Surfer. I might just put all of these things on the shelf on eBay.
I was gonna say because you also have like 2 different colored curtains behind you, and as it drives me crazy.
Colors.
The OCD drives me crazy.
Well, this one is for the windows, and this one is for a balcony. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These things happen. Some people like to do different colors, Dan. I mean, you've got a white ceiling and a cream-looking wall. Is that a white wall, or is it just the light?
God, what color is the wall, Kel? It's not the same color as the ceiling on purpose.
Oh, there you go. That was my point. Color is irrelevant. It's just the fact that they're 2 different colors. You don't hear me going, Well, your ceiling and your wall were different colors.
Yeah, that's different. Curtains are supposed to. You don't have two different. What are you, Rick Steiner from WCW that I don't care about at all?
You don't care about WCW at all.
No, not at all.
Are you Earth 2, Dan?
I'm Earth 2 Dan, yes.
Okay, all right. Does Earth 2 Dan have to beat us?
No, neither one of us have the beat us.
You really had to think there.
I was, because I was reading something from Dean at the same time.
Okay. So Dean's in isolation then?
Dean's not in isolation, no. We're technically, all of Jersey is supposed to be in isolation, but, you know, all these gung-ho motherfuckers that are like, it's a free country, I'll do what I want. Okay, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but people over the age of 75 should not be...
He's not. He's 39. Or maybe 40. I don't even know how old he is.
You don't even know how old this man who is a close connection to you, you know, dear
he
friend,
has no idea how old I am.
You're what, 37, 11, 12, 93? I don't know, you were born at some point before me.
How old am I?
Oh my god, you haven't asked Kelly.
What? No. How old am I? I'm 37 now or in August? 83. I'll be 37 in August. I'll be 37 in August.
Kelly, do you have to wipe for him as well?
Kelly, he wants to know if you have to wipe for me as well. No. She doesn't play your games.
I just love how you're just having to turn to her to answer all of your questions.
I want to. Hey Google, how old am I?
36 years old.
Fuck, Google knew.
Google knows how old you don't know how old you are.
But Google knew.
Yeah, Google knows how old you are. All right, I got an idea. Let's try this.
Yeah.
Computer.
No.
Who is the great Harry Barnett?
Hey Google, who is the great Harry Barnett?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Of course not.
I went back in time and deleted my own history.
Oh, is that what you did?
Dan, I have a flash ring around here somewhere, just like I have my HIC Talk Radio Hall of Fame 2020 ring.
Yeah.
Which I have had numerous accusations of that actually being 3D printed when I have shown the ring itself to the contrary.
I don't know why anybody would get the idea that you would 3D print anything, because you don't even have a 3D printer.
I do, but for, let's say about 3 to 6 weeks, it was out of action. And between those 3 to 6 weeks were when I actually appeared live on the Craig Lagan show.
We have to have you back on again soon. I think we should even... Huh? You're busy?
I didn't just say I was busy.
What are you, Dean?
Yeah, exactly. That is where I got the whole I'm busy idea from, even though I know it was just Dean wanting to, withhold his great admiration for his successor. The fact that he looks up to me like a hero. I know he just wants to withhold that because if he lets it out, he'll never stop. He will become my number one fan.
Who's your number one fan now?
I mean, it's somewhere between me, me. There's someone I saw in the street the other day. Possibly me. I mean, I could accuse you.
Accuse me being your fan.
Justin's probably in there somewhere. But yeah, there's definitely me. I'm of the mindset of, if you can't be your own biggest fan, then go out and grab the nearest person, push them against the wall and say, hey, you're my number one fan now.
What are you, the Joker from Batman 1989?
Well, I mean, that was a great movie. So if I was,
it is a great movie. I love that movie.
I would be probably as great as I already am, which isn't hard because I am great.
As good as the Chris Nolan Batmans were, I still go back to that 1989 movie. Batman movies. Batman.
You've seen the Goldbergs, right? Batman.
Go for it. So WrestleMania is not going to happen, huh?
Oh, it is. They'll it will literally go back through the. It's funny we talk about time travel a lot today, Dan. Go back, have Barry run back to the year 2007. many a TNA pay-per-view would have name is not available tonight. Name is injured. Name is sick.
It was
This
monthly,
match
wasn't it?
is what's that now?
It was monthly, wasn't it?
Monthly, every show, whatever. But the fact is, every show, most shows were changed.
You know who
And it
didn't have it
literally
as
would be on
often
the
as
day.
you'd think?
WCW.
WCW.
But
Exactly.
no, all these shows would get changed at TNA. And I have a feeling that we're in such a dire circumstance. They're not gonna stop it. I
Dire.
have a theory for what they should do,
Yeah.
other than cancellation,
And
and
that is.
they should literally have, and it's not going to happen because of his strange ways, but they should have Vince McMahon say, hey, we wanted to do this, we wanted to, by we I mean him,
Yeah.
we want to do this. We've been fighting against everyone, government, medical people. Barry Allen, obviously, he's gone back in time. All of these people.
Stop.
We've been trying to make this happen, but the fact of the matter is we can't. So tonight, we did have plans of running WrestleMania for 2 days, but instead, the planned card will not be happening. Instead, we will have various matches that were supposed to happen, and then numerous surprises or amendments, and call it like WrestleMania unsanctioned or something like that, and actually announce that, hey, Roman can't be in the Royal Rumble, so we're going to have the Rumble. Can't be in the Universal title match, so we're going to have someone else, maybe the Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner, even though it's probably going to be Braun Strowman. Have the winner of the Andre Battle Royal go on and face Goldberg.
They can't do the battle royal though.
Well,
They can't.
can. They, just
They
have
can't
to do
have
like,
that many people in the ring. They won't.
Dan. They
Harry,
can. They have.
you're wrong.
They have two options. They have two options, right?
Yeah.
Two
Okay.
options.
All right.
They can either do the first ever Andre the Giant Battle Royal Gauntlet, where they only have two people in the ring at the same time.
Right.
One person gets
It's
eliminated.
not a battle royal. It's a gauntlet.
Well, that's why I called it a Battle Royal Gauntlet.
No, it's just a
Because,
gauntlet. There's no battle royal gauntlet. It's not a thing.
Dan, the name of the
Gauntlet.
concept is the
Gauntlet.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So it's not about the match; it's about the title.
It's gauntlet.
So it'll be the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
There you go. But
It's
either have that,
Andre the Giant gauntlet.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal
Memorial Gauntlet.
Memorial Battle Royal
Gauntlet.
Dan.
Just Memorial Gauntlet.
Memorial Battle Royal
Harry Gauntlet.
Or we could change this into letters. I would have to write this down in order to get each letter of the first.
That'd be very hard for
away.
you. Don't do that.
Well, yeah, because every piece of paper I can see is out of reach. But oh no, I do have a laptop in front of me, but that's a different story. Point number two that they could do is they could take a page out of something that they're probably never going to do. And obviously, we both saw, because we both have a Twitter account, whether or not we watch these things or not. There was a social distancing match, wasn't there? And have the first ever social distancing battle royal where no one's actually in the ring. And because no one's actually in the ring, everyone is disqualified. So therefore, there is no winner of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal this year. The winner of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal this year is the superstar, former WWE, TNA, NWA, WCW, ECW, all of these other promotions champion, vacant.
Just bring back WCW and do it without a crowd like they used to.
But they have WCW, Dan. I mean, Goldberg's the WCW champion.
In all seriousness,
Serious. Putting your hand up like that doesn't mean serious. It means 5. It means you're trying to give me 5 for social distancing. If you touch me, I will complain on the internet. What are you trying to do? A fucking shadow butterfly there?
I'll just take you off the screen and mute you. You could just do that.
I could be like Matt Hardy teleporting, apart from if you take me off the screen, I'll just reappear like that.
I thought that was actually pretty cool.
Me too.
I thought that was a good segment. What would it hurt if he moved it to the summer or to the fall at this point? I mean,
It wouldn't. it wouldn't be here to prove a point. It's Vince McMahon, and there is no sick.
Point.
There is no sick.
There's no sick, Pally.
This is like me trying to. This is like trying to get me to stop talking. You know, there's very few ways that actually happens, and even if you do stop me talking on a live stream,
You just start right up
again.
again.
I'm still talking here.
Yeah.
I'm still talking here. You're not stopping me talking. I will just keep going and keep. I heard coughing again.
She's fine.
Why do I hear a noise that sounds like a bird?
Because it is a bird. Because I have my window open.
Okay, I thought that you'd taught Roscoe alternative noises.
If he could tweet like a bird, I'd be making money off that.
You'd be making money off of that.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
I'd whore him out so fast.
You could teach him, and then he could teach other dogs, and then their owners could make money, and then no one would be in a position where.
No, I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him teach anybody. Like, no, Roscoe, come back over here. We don't need to talk to those other dogs.
Dan, you're stifling the rest of the world by doing that.
Whatever.
That's just.
Do the birds bother you?
No, but your bright green shirt is very distracting. I tried to look you in the eye, and then literally I see your bright green shirt, and it's like, no wonder I have to wear glasses that protect me from the light. Now it just looks like a bright white shirt.
White shirts. So it just looks like a regular t-shirt.
It looks like you joined the right to censor now.
What they used to do? They used to.
Oh no, they wore suits.
Yeah, it was like a button-up white polo with a black tie.
Yeah. I saw the guy that does the dick thing. He's doing a similar thing like that in
Joey
Impact.
Ryan. Oh, that's right. I did see that. Oh, okay. Since this is unsanctioned and this is only going back up on YouTube, you son of a bitch. It's not your fault, but I thought it was funny. The last time we were on HIAC, and I was like, well, I can't watch. You know where this is going. I can't watch Impact because of, the wife beater that's on there. His name is Sammy Callahan. He used to beat his ex-wife, for those who don't know. But you said to me on the show, you were like, hey, hasn't been on the show in weeks. You'll be fine. He's not there. And literally, the fucking week that I watch, you motherfucker, he shows up. The stupid hacker fucking gimmick that didn't work in NXT because he's a simp is started on Impact, and I turned it off. I was like, God damn it. It's like, son of a bitch. I was almost on board. And then literally that week, it's like I'm tortured.
I think I'd look great in this mask if I was a vigilante.
I think the mask looks stupid.
I think it would look better if I turned the lights off, but the lights are all the way over there.
Well, go up there. Go up there and turn the lights off.
I don't want to. But yeah, on your what's his name point. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we all knew that that's who that hacker thing was, because who really does a hacker gimmick in 2020?
A guy who's an idiot.
Who failed hacker gimmick because if you're going to go from being the world champion to having to restart from nothing, and you're just going to go and use a failed gimmick that's nothing.
I just love that when he became Impact champion.
Yeah.
That article that came out on Sports Illustrated, or the Sports Illustrated affiliate, it wasn't even really Sports Illustrated. Maybe it was ESPN. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. That the way he twisted it, just the WWE didn't have ideas for me, and it's like, no, you suck. You suck at your job. You are terrible. People who are fans of you are also stupid because they don't know what good is. Oh, and you beat your wife.
Exactly.
That Teddy Hart video came out last night. Did you see any of that mess?
No, I did not. But I have. Oh my god! You bring that name up. This is absolutely incredible to me.
Okay.
There is a new Twitter account. Have you seen it?
Oh, is Teddy Hart in jail?
Yeah.
Yes.
And all they do is literally tweet out, yes.
No. Oh, and then it was afternoon update. Yes, with the mugshot. Yes, I saw it.
But no, what was the video? Is he telling lies and selling cats in jail?
No, it was video after an alleged incident where he I said the word alleged. Where he hit.
Oh, let's face it, when it's him, then it's probably true. But yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
but I was trying to be safe because I'm broadcasting live, and even though this is not going to be a podcast, I just want to make sure I use the right word.
Yeah.
Um, he hit Maria. He abused Maria, and he was called out on it, and the cops were called, and he was taken into jail yesterday.
Only yesterday. I thought he'd been in jail since like days after he was.
In and out,
Days
man.
after, yeah.
In and out. He was in and out. He went. He was booked yesterday at the like in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, his Teddy Hart in jail. Afternoon update. Yes.
Oh, Chondo's
Man.
gonna have to get a new cat supplier.
Uh,
Yeah, Chondo's gonna have to get a new cat supplier.
Here you go. Oh, is that who he gets his cats from?
Well, that's who I say, and he gets really nervous and upset whenever I say.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Nope.
He's like,
He
I've
was.
never met him before.
Fuck, he's in Richmond too. God damn it, what's he doing out there?
I think that's where he got caught selling the many things that he had to sell when he initially got booked recently. Yeah, because I was watching their YouTube videos for a little bit because I went through that phase of just watching just about anything on YouTube because, you know, other than walking my dog and printing stuff, I was like not really doing anything. So I was watching these things and I'd come across their YouTube videos. Some of them are relatively entertaining. I mean, for as big of a scumbag as he clearly is, like as a sort of, you know, a guy that you don't know, you just heard about. He
Oh,
seems like a quirky guy, which is somewhat entertaining. Um,
I
but
agree.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
Yes, absolutely. But so apparently Ace Montana, who's a guy, he's an independent wrestler.
yeah,
Not, I haven't heard a bad story about this guy. Whenever his name is brought up, I'm like, it's always a good story. And
no.
basically, he went to help Maria, who allegedly she was choked and choked out and physically assaulted. And he called the cops. He's being held without bail until April, till the hearing.
Oh, goody, goody.
He's been charged. The police have charged him, or she might have charged him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go over any of the other personal details because this is a just dirty, dirty story. It's public.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
just look it up. It's public if anybody is curious to read it. It's definitely out there. But oof.
Yeah. Dial it back a minute before you brought this up. Interesting point when we're talking about the other woman beat up. When we were talking about Impact, you know, when he got beat for the Impact title, obviously, remind me of the girl's name that beat him.
Oh God, Tessa Blanchard.
Bingo. You know, oh yeah, it's a big deal. You know, first woman to hold a major world championship. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, looking at Impact and of the entirety of like the Impact run, I really think that they shouldn't have. I know they're a little bit of everything. I don't think they should have put it on her. They are doing so well with cinematic storytelling. You know, I've obviously told you so many times. I've told various people, anyone that will listen, various times, how much I love Rosemary and the story that they're doing, the Undead Realm, the Hardy stuff, and the Hardys with her. I think they should have put it on in that and
I
just
agree.
made Impact an entirely keep that fiction to it. You know, none of this. Oh, you know, serious 5-star wrestling. Everyone's doing serious 5-star wrestling. Do just a completely cinematic show. Like everything is just in that universe that doesn't exist. This is a whole superhero, supervillain, fictional universe. And yeah, I know you'll probably get accusations of, oh, you're being just like, what was the one? It was a Lucha Underground. Yeah, oh, you're being just like that. Well, still, it would have been cool.
Lucha Underground was a good show.
I don't care what people think, saying, oh, you know, that's a rip-off of that. But, like, it probably would have got those accusations, but still, I would have loved to have seen it go the entirely fictional route and see, see it go between Rosemary, Su Young, Havoc, some of those undead characters that you never really got the names of.
First of all, when people say it's a ripoff, wrestling is a giant cycle of ripping off. The cycle continues. There's nothing really original anymore. There's been breakthroughs the last couple of years with the broken Matt Hardy stuff, which has not been done before. Which one would argue is just a version of Kevin Sullivan years ago with the black magic and the witchcraft. This is more of the magical and the paranormal realm.
Undertaker had powers too.
But exactly, everything is a copy, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. Everything is a recycle of something that's already happened because wrestling's been around so goddamn long. Eventually, you're going to circle back around and start over again, and that storyline's just going to keep coming back. So it's the same people that say, in my opinion, it's the same people that say, this movie's just a cash grab. Well, no shit, Sherlock. No, they made a movie. We don't want to make any money off it. What the fuck sense does that make? Of course they want to make money off it. A movie is a cash grab. People want money. It's just, I don't like it, therefore it's not good. No. Except Sammy Callahan, fuck that guy. That's the law. Sorry, I threw you off. I
want to put this out there. I want to put this out there, Chondo. I'm going to stamp on your damn feet.
You leave Chondo alone.
Because I have to remind him daily that I'm going to stamp on his feet. And, well, when this craziness is over, I'm going to stamp on your feet. And you can then take your stupid feet and you can do the, what was the thing you did as a kid when you grab your toes and say, this little piggy's going to this place. This little piggy's going to this place.
Did they not do that in the UK?
Well, yeah, we do. But what I mean is he's going to have to do that just to all of his toes are still functioning after a stamp on his damn feet. But anyway, going back to what we were saying, yeah.
You'd be the fucking Ultimate Warrior if you were a wrestler. You'd cut a promo and people would be like, what the fuck? I kind of got what he said.
Dan, the important thing is I know what I'm saying. Or do I?
Exactly.
Do I?
That's what they told. That's what they told Jim too. Yes, of course you understand what you're saying. Jeez, fucking Christ.
Well, I mean, the difference is I won't be able to cut a promo when I am days away from death because knowing that I'm going to die. No. It's not a knock on his death. It's not.
I don't care. Fuck that guy.
But obviously, when he died, when he appeared on Raw that last time, and he did that promo that sounded like he knew he was going to die. I don't ever plan on dying, so I'm not going to do one of those where I say, I pretty much know I'm going to die. This is going to happen. Blah blah blah. Because I'm never dying.
You're immune to everything, aren't you?
I'm immune to all known diseases.
Yes.
Someone tried to argue, concussion. Concussion's not a disease. I can tell you in my entire life.
Wait a minute. What moron? Please tell me it wasn't Chondo now that I called him a moron.
It wasn't Chondo.
What moron said that? Oh, your concussion is a disease. No, that's not how that works
No.
all.
They were like, oh, what about the concussions? I was like, that's not a disease.
That's not a disease. That's not how that works at all.
But no, I mean, I can document my entire life history of health. Pneumonia 3 times when I was a kid. 4, 8, and 12. 4, 8, and 12. Or 4, 8, and 10.
Whew.
Since then, no major health-related illnesses because I've been literally unbreakable. Moving on to...
I had fifth disease when I was a baby.
Fifth disease? What happened to 1 through 4?
4, I didn't get them.
You didn't get them?
No, measles, chickenpox, and 2 others.
I had chickenpox, but who doesn't when they're a kid?
Exactly.
I
didn't.
Some people don't.
I never got it. I never got it. Mom swears I never got it. Dad swears I had a very, very mild form, so I just count that as nut. I had ear infections. Never got pneumonia. I've gotten a couple flus, but...
Oh, who doesn't get flu or the common cold?
Right, yeah. Exactly. No, I agree. We are on the same page. Yes, I agree with you. But other than that, other than being fat and not having the beatus asshole, I've been fairly lucky as well as not catching anything too serious. Does food poisoning count? Okay, cool.
No.
Because that's the only other bad thing was the food
That's
poisoning
not a
one.
disease. That's just someone either terribly cooking or bad misfortune.
We don't bring up the food poisoning because Kelly had to clean that up after.
You sounded like such a child then, the way you tipped your head down as you were saying it, as if, I'm sorry for doing that.
Okay, so I'm not going to tell the whole story because it's gross, but I'm driving home from Jersey to Virginia, not West Virginia, and I get sick
He's from
seven
West
times
Virginia,
on the.
everybody.
I get sick 7 times on the way.
So 8 times as you held up that one.
No, okay, yeah, 6 plus that one. I go to the ER after I get home. I'm there 5 hours. I come home.
We call it A&E, Dan. Accident and emergency.
Yeah. There was a few of those.
Oh, it was a real emergency.
Oh, it was. We've gone from prevention to triage. It was so. I just remember the first time in my life when I woke up the next morning. My body was so sick that those 7 hours. So I wake up the next day. I look out the window. Kelly's cleaning out the car. And I wanted to help so bad, and I had no strength. I felt such such shit.
No WCW or Ghostbusters for you, Daniel.
She wasn't that kind of mad. I just make sure that next time I feel that way, I'm just going to drive to a hospital instead of driving 3 hours home. The one part I did say, I called her. I was like, listen, I don't feel good. This is happening. If I die, this is why. And she goes, why don't you just go to the hospital? And I said to her, I don't want to die in Maryland. Just kept driving through.
How far is Maryland from West Virginia?
An hour and a half
Damn.
from Virginia.
From West Virginia,
From Virginia, yes, an hour and a half from Virginia. Gauntlet, Harry. It's a gauntlet.
Why is there a West Virginia and a Virginia? Where's North Virginia, East Virginia, South Virginia?
That's a very good question. Why is there a West Virginia and a Virginia? It's actually a question answer I've forgotten.
They seceded from Virginia because they were Union supporters.
Oh, okay, the Union slave thing.
Okay.
They were supportive of slaves.
Yeah, they rebelled.
And Virginia was not.
They rebelled at Harper's Ferry.
Yes. Harper's Ferry is where the cutoff happens. So West Virginia.
John Brown, who had a point but was insane.
So after the war, it was like, you know what, you fuckers should stay over there. And
did you build a wall?
we did not build a wall. There's mountains that block that kind of. There's a big river. Harper's Ferry. What's that river? What were you gonna say? Why are you laughing? What were you gonna say?
We don't need a wall. They can't figure out walls.
Cheer.
I heard, yeah. It's a shame, really, because I mean, walls in your you haven't got walls on your home on wheels, so you definitely would need it on the actual state.
Motherfucker keeps saying we live in a mobile home, and it's probably the most insulting thing he's ever said about me, and he said a lot. Bitch, I fucking earned this shit. Fuck you.
Well, what does a mobile home go for?
It doesn't. We don't have. Can I just say though? Actually, I take that back because I'd love to live in a mobile home at this point. The fuck away
I want to live in a pirate ship.
A pirate ship. Well, I mean, you'd have the opportunity if you made it to WrestleMania this year.
No, but I mean an actual pirate ship.
An actual pirate ship?
I would wish to be known as the
where
great
one is.
captain. You can't see my hand like that. The great captain, Harry Bond. There we go. Or the captain, the great. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I want to be captain and the great Harry Bond.
The great captain, you can be the captain and be great. You know.
I know, but I was trying to figure out the order of the names. There's a lot of words in my name, Dan. You need to remember that.
The great Captain Harry Barnett.
Or here's one I like. Captain. Wait
Just
for
Captain? It. Gotcha.
No.
Actually,
wait for it. The great Harry Barnett. There you go. So there's a long pause in between Captain and the great Harry Barnett.
if we're ever in Jersey at the same time, I actually do know where there's a pirate ship you can get to.
Well, I mean, you know, you and Dean must collaborate on your excuses because, I mean, usually it's like, Dean, I'm busy, and then you're like, well, I've got to work and I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I'm going to go shout at Roscoe and I play whatever you play, and you sit there watching the hockey with your little green shirt.
I don't have that excuse anymore.
Where was I going with that? Yeah, you don't have work as an excuse anymore. So
I don't have everything fell apart when this all went down. So
welcome to the world. I mean, it makes the people of retail feel like kings now, because we're like the very few that actually are still doing something.
Listen, you always got my
sympathy.
You always got.
I have 10 days off.
You always got my You have you're still taking your vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah!
I have enough time off to where I can obviously do another trip later on this year if this year is opened back up. But,
sure it will be.
You don't know that.
Well, I have to say I want to say that, so it's fucking positive about it.
This could be our world now, Dan.
No.
You could be spending the rest of your days in that green shirt.
Well, I have other shirts, you idiot.
In your mobile home.
I have other shirts.
With the Beatles.
I don't have the Beatles.
Well, that's the I couldn't think of anything on top of those two things. They're really my go-to insults today.
Oh, boy. I'm running out of steam here.
You're running out of steam?
Yeah.
Is it coming out of your ears like in one of them real old cartoons where it's like Dan gets mad, his face goes red, and, well, it already looks red, but then the steam comes out of the ears?
No?
No,
none of that.
Instead, your shirt will just be extra green.
What's wrong with this shirt?
There's nothing wrong with that shirt. It's just very bright, so it's just drawing my attention, to which I have to be extra observationally annoying. It's just what I do, Dan.
No.
I draw attention. Once something has drawn my attention, I tend to draw to it. Much like Dean being really, really old, much like Roughneck being really, really stupid, and much like Chondo having 600, 667, and 912 cats.
That he got from Teddy Hart.
Which were all supplied and mutilated and probably fucked by Teddy Hart. But yeah.
Hello, what you drinking? What's going on?
Who says that one now?
What you drinking? Just said hi.
That would be Chris Doyle from Australia. Good people.
You get food from the prison colony still?
What's that now?
You get money. You get food from the prison colony still?
Dan, numerous relatives of mine are over there, so I'll expect you to retract that statement.
Absolutely not.
Or I will have your home on wheels towed.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, expect to be towed all the way from West Virginia through.
It's a big
South
building
Virginia,
you're gonna have to move.
East Virginia, North Virginia,
Southern Virginia.
Southern Virginia. I would make you go through other southern states, but I'm not that mean. But the point of my statement was to say hello to Chris Doyle. He's good people down there in Australia, and I expect you to show him the respect that you would show me if you actually showed me any respect.
I love Australia.
Well, he's not the entire country of Australia. He's one man, Dan.
Well, I don't care about it. I don't even know who that is.
Well, then we're at an impasse.
Not really.
No,
I
appreciate
your time
sitting here with us. I appreciate your time sitting here with us, Chris Doyle. Dan, if only your people would sit here and interact with us as well, like Chris Doyle, then I would salute them. But I'm lazy tonight, so I'm not going to raise my arm. If I had been going through one of these tonight, a Lucozade, which when you asked me what I'm drinking, I didn't realize you were talking about Chris Doyle sitting there talking to us. I thought you were actually asking what I'm drinking, in which case my answer would have been nothing. Yeah.
How's
I've already gone through all 12 of the Cokes that I had in 2 weeks, which is good for me to not be going through that much. Usually I'd go through about 12 in one day. Eric Stevens got very upset when I said that he put out a tweet about ice cream, and I said, hey, I'd get a lot as well. He was like, why though? I said, well, I am a 29-year-old child, so these things happen.
You leave Eric Stevens alone.
Well, I was actually a big fan of Eric Stevens when he was in ROH years ago. So I was
Eric Stevens is a
interacting.
good
I
guy.
was being nice Harry. But yeah,
Uh-oh.
he
Harry, what you drinking just said shows how dumb the British were. They loaded up the criminals and sent them to paradise while they stayed in the shithole of England.
well, he's got a point there.
It
He's
does.
got a point there. Yeah.
Bill
If it
Hicks
weren't
has a
for,
Bill Hicks has a great bit about that, about going to Australia.
um, why does he go by Bill now? Is he not happy as Brady?
No,
I
no,
mean,
different guy,
did,
dead
did
guy.
he did he go from sounding like a 6-year-old girl looking like a 40-year-old man to wanting to sound like a 40-year-old man and look like a 40-year-old man?
Well, no, he's dead.
Your name?
Let me see if I get
Well,
this.
Mike Jones is. I mean, I'd like to put out my resume as the new CEO or GM or head of the VOC Nation, if that's the case.
Let me see if I can get this. I'm gonna play this. Hold on.
I mean, you don't want the job, do you?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. I will volunteer my services with the passing of Mr. Hicks as the new head of the VOC Nation.
Well, nobody asked me.
Well, you just told me he was dead, so.
Hold on. Let me see if I can play this on Twitch. See if this
Is
works.
there a clip of? I was going to say, is there a clip of Peter saying that he's
Anyone ever
busy?
been to Australia? One person? Really interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's really unbelievable. Take this, man.
Yeah.
Is that White Keller?
Take this. As big as the United States is geographically, as big as the U.S. is, okay? With as few people living there as are in this room right now. A lot of leg room down under.
Oh, is this not the bit?
$1 a month. Imagine a 2,000-acre den. Fuck! You vacuuming for about weeks.
That's not the right bit. Damn.
Ask Chris what he thinks of my mask.
Ask Chris what he thinks of your mask.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think of his mask?
I didn't know if he could hear me through this. I feel like I'm a ghost right now where only you can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you.
Imagine if I actually was a ghost and only you could hear me. I'd feel sorry for you.
I would kill myself. I got news for you. Only you can hear Harry. Well, I would like to die now.
That would be so funny.
To you?
No, not for you to die, because I mean, I thought Beatus would take you before I did.
Oh my God! You shut the fuck up. I don't have Beatus.
Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, neither do I. I usually just, I take the last word you said and then I run with it. But there's a lot of things you don't know, so that's just my point being.
Sure.
I'm great at improv. Seriously, I could just make shit up as I go along. That's what I do.
Let's not get hasty. Calm down with the. You're all right.
I know I'm all right. I feel great. I look great. I sound great. It's just what I do,
Yeah. Okay.
But explain to me what the clip was, because my terrible attention span. I was trying to not only make fun of you, show Chris my wonderful glow in the dark mask, which you can't see glow in the dark because my light's on and it's all over there. But yeah, I wasn't entirely paying attention. The guy sounded like Wade Keller, so I wondered if it was Wade Keller.
No. It's not Chris. It's Bill Hicks.
Okay, well, I'm still contemplating sending my resume to take the head of the VOC Nation spot with the passing of Mr. Hicks.
He's not dead.
You just told me he was dead.
No. Bill Hicks is dead. Not.
Yeah.
Brady Hicks and Bill Hicks are two different people.
Are they two different people? Like I don't know who's two different people, like Daffy Duck and that Green Lantern version of Daffy Duck.
The Green Lantern version of Daffy Duck. The Duck Dodgers guy?
No. There was basically I think they did it for a specific cartoon.
There's a Green Lantern version of Daffy Duck?
Well, here's what happened though. He was Duck Dodgers, And
Yeah.
then he went to the same laundromat as one of the Green Lanterns, and their clothes got mistaken.
That's
Yeah, and he ends up being a Green Lantern. He
I
ends
didn't
up
know
being one of
that.
the Green Lanterns.
I did not know that.
Um,
I never knew that was a thing.
they
Daffy
they
Duck
did
is a
it.
Green Lantern.
They did it for a movie or for a cartoon, and then they crossed it over into the Lego Batman 3.
What you drinking wants to know how Boris Johnson's doing and his Prince Charles died yet.
My last time I checked the news was about what, quarter of an hour into midnight, 6, 7, 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
So if he's died within the last 8 hours, if Boris is experiencing symptoms that are worse than mine are, maybe has a slight cough. I had a slight cough at one point, but then I realized I was putting it on to scare people. But no, I don't know if they're any worse, if he's died. If he has
Boris
died,
Johnson definitely was diagnosed with coronavirus.
See, this is the thing, though. We don't know that.
That's true, yeah.
How do we know that he hasn't just been like, okay, he's been very lenient with these requests, even though he should just sit down and say, hey, fuckers, stay in your house. That's an order.
I agree.
Um,
Gee, I wonder if there's another world leader that would be that fucking stupid and not make the good decision.
You mean we can't open the country up in time for Easter? But
it's gonna be great. Easter's a big celebration.
But yeah, how do we know that he hasn't just said, "Hey, let's stage a coronavirus outbreak, and not outbreak, but say he's got it, just to be able to further enforce and say, hey, look, I'm not immune to it, so you should stay indoors because I've got it."
Is he that smart?
I don't know. I don't know him. I barely pay attention to the news, like other than the fact that there's
You're
a
better
pandemic.
off. You're better
Yeah,
off.
well, this is the thing. Until there was a fucking pandemic, until I had that personal issue. Well, no, not her. I mean the most recent one.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, for Chris's benefit, because he obviously knew about that 1-2 years ago, but I don't think he knows about the one now. But and that's the thing. As far as that goes, I'm happy to discuss that with people with people I know, or people who see the name and say, okay, are they connected to me? I'll happily talk to people about it in private, right? I have no issue with talking about it, but publicly is a different story. But where was I going with that? But but as far as news as its own thing, I don't follow these things. I quite happily live in my little bubble. When there was the flight ban initially put in place, I was like, well, I lost my shit. I went incredibly angry,
Yeah.
as it's understandable for someone to get in a situation where you spend. The flight itself was £362. I
The
had
Miz
my
is not-
hotel.
Hold that
I had
thought.
my-
Hold that
go on.
thought, please. What you drinking? The Miz has not been confirmed. He's just sick. They haven't said he's sick or what he's got.
See, as far as the WWE related outbreaks, worries, the people who are sick, I did see a thing yesterday that said that people were going to, from WWE, were going to put out fake leaks. So I'm holding reservations on any match being changed,
Yeah.
any replacements, anything like that, until WWE formally says Roman's out, Miz is out, Andrade's out, Bobby
Yeah.
Lashley's out. Until any of these things are confirmed by them, they're putting out fake shit. Specifically because apparently they've done that all along to people like Meltzer, where they're like, hey, fake spoiler, just because they know he'll go out and say, hey, fake spoiler, and then people will buy into it.
Yeah.
But what was I saying before you said that?
Your plane trip was 362 pounds.
£362, and my hotel I had booked on hotels.com on a book now, pay later scheme. So I didn't have to pay for shit at the time of cancellation. If I had cancelled after 2 days before my trip, so I would have flown on the 31st. So if I had cancelled 2 days from now, I would have had to have paid for one night.
Yeah. Jesus.
Which is a unfortunate thing. I think it would have been a similar sort of price. I think it was about $50 a night, something like that. But it would have been a similar sort of price. I got all my money back. I bought this wonderful laptop you see right here, right now. And this isn't show and tell, Dan, and you cackling away there. I just dropped my charger on the floor. I also bought this wonderful 3D scanner.
Oh, nice.
Which I have yet to test out because I'm such a flake that I end up sitting here playing Hotel Tycoon and Theme Park Tycoon on my phone for several hours in a day, and end up stopping to go get lunch or something like that, to come back and have my phone tell me that my hotel is now closed, my theme park is now closed. But yeah, this is life, Dan. Things happen, and back when those cancellations happened, I believe 2 or 3 people reached out to me on Twitter, were like, "Oh, I hope you're doing all right because you seem a little bit upset over the cancellation." Yeah, I was absolutely heartbroken, but life goes on, Dan. Life goes on.
I agree.
Now I'm in a state of I go back to work a week from Monday. So yeah, I've got all of these days ahead to do next to nothing, print some cool stuff, paint some things. If my regular shoes were in reach, I would show you the fact that I repainted my shoes, because sometimes I'll just sit here with a paint pen, paint my shoes up. When I had my flight cancelled, I went and painted them a jet black to match my soul at the time, because I was just ever so angry. And then I repainted them to match my colours, the good old blue, red and yellow.
Do you know what you're drinking? Who that is?
Yeah, Chris Doyle in Australia.
Oh, it is Chris Doyle. Okay. Chris just said, I'm just pissed that I can't get a pint anywhere. The pubs are all closed. He just started Red Dead 2. Just
brilliant game.
I still haven't even started it yet, but he just got out of the snow. He got to the camp, and I was like, isn't that like 2 hours?
I think. See, I seem to remember the snow being a long time.
Right.
That was early on in the game, so I wasn't as perfect at it as I am most video games once I get used to them. But Chundo started playing it the other day when I called him, and he was saying, "Hey man, I'm going around killing all these people." I'm like, "I hope you're talking about a video game." He's like, "Yeah, really." And he was like, "Oh, he just got out of the snow. He's in this town," and I was like, I could have sworn that snow bit was a long time, so good job for getting that far. He's like, "No, it didn't take long at all." I was like, "Okay, it was a long time ago, so sometimes."
Yeah, Chondo doesn't have concept of time though, so don't compliment him.
Neither do I. So
No, but you know how to tell time. He can't.
Well, that's because he's from a similar area where you're from, West Virginia.
He's not. I mean, yes,
well,
you are technically correct.
Alabama, Japan is close to West Virginia, so.
All right.
Isn't that where he claims he's from?
I can't remember anymore, but that sounds right. Yeah.
Dan, I remember details.
Chris,
there's 3 things. There's 3 things I remember: details, birthdays, and car registrations when they drive past me. If you drive past me, Dan, if you drove past me and I knew it was your car, I would remember it like by looking at it. But I wouldn't be able to say, "Hey Dan, your vehicle registration is ABC 123."
Huh? What do you like? Some sort of Rain Man?
You're gonna turn around and go, "Hey Kelly, when's my birthday so I can see if Harry remembers?"
8/16/83.
Thanks. Like I knew that anyway, but
I know, but I did too, you asshole. I know when I was born. I just couldn't remember if that was 36 or 37 years ago.
Exactly. You don't even know how old you are.
Yeah, dude. I got to a certain age. I'll never forget it. When I turned 34, or it was when I turned 35, and I was walking the dog. And I was like, I looked down because he was sniffing at something at the grass. I looked down and I was like, how the fuck old am I? Am I 34, 35? I don't know.
I'm sitting here making fun of you, but like I still question whether I'm 28 or 29. But
At a certain age, I just forgot. Like,
I
yeah,
say
I'm
it's
old.
I say it's the concussions. I think it's the concussions.
Dude, I had one concussion once when I was 14 playing hockey, and I don't wish that upon anybody. And it was a minor concussion. It
What
was
did
like,
you do? Trip on your beatus?
no, dude, I was even in better shape then, you prick. No, I was playing hockey, and I got a skate to the face. Knocked me on my ass.
How did it not cut your face up?
Roller hockey. We weren't on ice yet at that age. The next year was
Yeah.
hey, Aaron's here. Go Sox.
Yeah, what Dan said.
Yeah, you know Go Sox. He's interacted with you on Twitter before.
I mean, I have 5,000.
Yeah, but this is Aaron. He's more important than the other 5,000. Anyway, what's my age again? God, I don't even know how old Aaron is. 24, 25, 26, maybe? After 32 years old.
5,223.
Wow, he's old. But anyway, I caught a skate to the face and went down. And I just remember seeing it. I just remember my head vibrating inside. Like, I never
Was it
wished
like
that.
when the reverse flash does the hand thing, but
little
instead
bit.
it was your head?
Oh, Aaron's 28. I was wrong. I don't know.
Younger than me. I mean, whenever I find out people are younger than me, it makes me feel old. That doesn't faze me in the least bit, but
How old are you?
it still makes me feel old. I'm 29. I was
You
born
see, you
in
thought about it.
20.
You were like, I'm 29.
As I told you seconds ago, I still question whether I'm 28 or 29, but I was born January 17th.
I'm not paying
1991.
attention to what you're saying.
Well, I mean, you say that, but most of the time you usually are, even when you claim you're not, you're trying not to, because
What?
you know I'm just that so fantastic that,
That's so fantastic. Yes.
look, me know good words, me use them.
Me use words, good words, bad words, bad.
You don't realize, like, I could get hit in the head a tremendous amount more times. I would still have a great grasp of the English language. Sometimes when I talk enough, my words get jumbled up a little bit. I think we're all a victim of that. But the fact of the matter is, as long as I am living and breathing, I'll still know what I'm saying.
Because you're English. Americans have butchered the English language since leaving your colony years ago.
Yeah, I mean, Americans have butchered most things. Language, sense of smell. You know, if you smell roughneck, you end up leaving America.
Dan's Den. That's what we're calling this. There you go, Aaron. Thank you.
What did you call it?
He's calling it Dan's Den.
Dan's Den. That's a nice little thing. You know, the alliteration there with the two D's.
Yeah.
I was gonna really go low by that.
Go ahead. Why not?
Okay, to match your two Ds there, Dan. Yeah,
That's a
that's
C
uncanny.
cup at best. You
But
prick.
no,
Keeps me warm in the winter, baby.
I don't know how many. I don't know how many concussions I've had. That's how bad it is.
See, if Aaron downloaded Zoom, he can get in on this, but no.
You can do it from a web-based one. Send him the link, and he can. Yeah, because it always asks me, "Do you want to do it from a web-based thing, or do you have the app?" I'm like, "I've got the app."
Well, he should. Yeah, but I want him to use the microphones because, as ADD as I am, and I sympathize. I'm not making fun of him. He's ADD as well. I need him sitting in front of the computer if he's doing this show because I can't keep.
What's he adding?
Nothing.
But no, I could literally go through the list of things I remember that have caused me concussions. But I probably wouldn't remember them. But no, I
Because I had the concussions.
But no, I can track concussions back to from stories I've been told.
Yeah.
Back to a very, very young age, younger than the one you tell me, where basically, I don't know if I've told this story on a public forum yet, but I was swinging my dog's chain round as a kid.
Ooh.
I had another lab when I was younger, and I was swinging around and I was laughing my head off. Right, I was a hysterical maniac back then as well, and I was swinging the chain round, laughing, and everyone was like, "It's gonna end badly. It's gonna end badly." I wouldn't listen. I kept swinging that motherfucker around and ended up just going whack, smacked myself in the head with the chain.
Fuck.
And
Ow, I can
yeah,
feel it. Ow.
yeah. You know, between chains, obviously that shell footwork, various other
I
things
just
that have
remembered a
been
second one. I lied. I just remembered a second one. Uh,
a second what a second
concussion, but
one.
also a
You've
head
added one,
injury.
add one,
No,
two.
no, no. A concussion, but also a head injury.
You've done
What do they
already.
call monkey bars in the UK? Are they still called monkey bars?
They are called monkey bars,
Okay. It's not the regular one
or at
that
least
has.
that's what I know them as.
Right, okay. So, it's not the regular ones where there's two ladders on either end and it's just straight across. It's the one that starts like it's a big jungle gym version. So there's three lines of monkey bars that go across, and they start up, and they go up to a peak, and then down in the center, and then back up again. So basically, like two mountains of monkey bars, right?
Okay.
I think I was 10 or 11. I'm at the top, and I fall to the bottom face first, and I bashed my head open right above this eye.
Yeah.
Like right above it, like dangerously close to the eye socket. Got 13 stitches. But I think that was also a concussion because
Can you see that scar
I can, yeah, a little
there? Just
bit.
above my eyebrow.
Yeah,
And
same
that's a
deal.
terrible camera.
Yeah, but
Similar.
I can't call them monkey bars. Well, I'm not referring to. No, that's not how racism works, Chris. That's monkeys as in the animals because they climb. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I fell for the.
He's messing with you.
I know he is. That's why I answered
Yeah.
him the way I did. That's racist. Whatever.
So, yeah. So you know, there's the logs that you can walk along as a kid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you fell. Oof.
Yeah, and then I ran over to the teacher. I ran over to the teacher. As much as I would love to see something like that, like I genuinely no, I wouldn't be able to. You do remind me of like Humpty Dumpty that actually grew his hair out, but no, I wouldn't be able to see that. I wouldn't be able to since really grasping how much damage head injuries
Head
really
injury,
do.
yeah. It's not funny.
I wouldn't be, yeah, like I've told several people at work, I've said before, like if you get a head injury, I'm probably the one that will know what to do the best.
Yeah.
Because I've had so many that I'd be able to look out for. And if someone does get hurt, like, you know, I don't know whether anyone will hear this from work or even care, but there was someone, supervisor basically chased a thief and he tackled him off of his bike. And he came back and had his knees all cut up, his elbows all cut up, and at the end of the night, he was complaining about feeling sick. I was like, "You haven't got a headache, have you?" And he was like, "Oh, no. At least I don't think so." I was like, "Okay, that's a little bit worrying because
Yeah, that's even worse.
in the current situation we're in, you don't want to have to go to a hospital. To have to go to a hospital at all, let alone right now, would be most unfortunate."
You still gotta go if you gotta go.
He's going to a hospital, not taking a shit.
No, I know that, but you still gotta go to the. There's stories of people like ignoring appendicitis and dying because they don't want to go to the hospital. Cause you still gotta go to the hospital.
It's like when I was told about the bleed on my brain. Like a bleed on your brain can be serious.
Yeah.
And obviously, I didn't go to the hospital. I went to just a regular GP appointment for my head, and I was told, "Oh, I'll give you 5 days off for concussion." And then I went on I think the 5th day, I went to the hospital because I had phone calls from, I think I was talking to Chondo one day, and he was like, "You're talking really slow. Like you're slow as fuck. You need to go to the hospital. You've got a serious concussion." And then Vito Lagrasso calls me the next day after I think I put something up publicly, and he's like, "Yeah." He was very detail oriented. I don't remember entirely what he was saying, but he was literally like, you need to be admitted, you need to say this, you need to say that.
Who else told you? Who else told you to go to the doctor?
You, but what I mean is like these people actually called and were very
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, but I'm saying after me, these other guys told you should really go to the hospital. Especially if fucking Vito's telling you, because he would know.
Yeah, definitely. But thinking back now, because that was a year ago. That was a year
Fuck,
ago,
was it
and
that long ago?
I've had in a period of time, obviously because this is more than just a concussion now, so it's a cavernoma. I've had zero headaches in the past couple of months, which is really good because of the ongoing situation. Zero headaches. I've not been on medication for a good 2 months, I want to say, and I've been feeling generally pretty damn great. So, as a precaution, I'll wear these just to be on the safe side in bright light. So usually at work, just to protect myself. But it's lucky that I stocked up on paracetamol months ago, because obviously with everyone going out panic buying, you can barely get certain things like some medications.
So fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't the panic buying thing just baffles me. What I don't
I
understand.
know many things baffle you, Dan, but
No,
that
many
is an
things don't
understandable
baffle
one.
me, you motherfucker. I I don't. I think people have a hard time understanding words in general, but especially the words "stay at home" and "quarantine" does not mean you're locked in your house. You can't get supplies. I've never seen so much stupidity gather so fast. I don't.
Let me give you a for and against, because there's the for where if you look at how Italy and China, even with these seriously strict conditions, supermarkets are still open.
Yes.
On the other side of it, though, is they're having to like queue, obviously quite far away, but they're still open.
Yeah.
They are still open. Yeah, you may only have to do one at a time going in, but they're still open.
It's still open. If I was a wrestler, my entrance would open with my catchphrase and then somebody saying "bit," and then my music would fucking Aaron.
Is he saying that that's what his would, or you?
His entrance.
Because I know that yours would literally be
A Phil Collins song.
No, it's more along the lines of "My name is Dan. I come from West Virginia. I have the Beatus
I'm gonna be honest.
and a green shirt."
In your sphere of funnies, that was probably like low tier, the lowest tier you've ever had.
Well, I mean, that's the closest anyone will ever get of me singing.
Yeah, don't ever do that again either. Jesus Christ.
I feel like I should have had like a sing along with it, so the words come up.
Type it up as you go. Then you make me type that I have the Beatus. And I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
But it'd be like you look down and see that it says the Beatus, and you just look back up and you're like,
oh, Harry.
oh.
We're almost
done.
done.
Green shirt.
Thank you. Why is this recording? Why are you recording as well? How did I hit both buttons at the same time? Okay.
I'm not recording anything.
No, me. I'm talking about
I'm not going to put chicken on your head and replace your green shirt with a me shirt.
With a me shirt. We've been
going... me shirt. One of these fine T-shirts that you can get at Pro Wrestling Tees / The Great Harry Barnett. That's a fake URL. Please do not tell Pro Wrestling Tees that I am using their link. As,
Aaron, don't tweet.
No, I'm kidding.
Don't tweet. So now we're cutting in and out. Let me check.
Oh, so that's not just me?
No, the internet connection's been bad for a while, so I don't know how much is going out.
Okay. So basically, if my quality content I've spent my Friday nights giving you out of the kindness of my heart and expectation of my wallet.
Oh, it's working for Aaron, so.
Okay, cool. So that whole piece about wallet and Friday night went through.
You son of a bitch.
The kindness of my heart and
it went through. I'm watching it.
Of my wallet.
Oh,
good.
It's working for Aaron, so.
I have a great voice.
Yes, it grates on my nerves.
You know, I saw a thing yesterday saying that the internet, the videos on YouTube are going to be put through at a lower quality now for the extension of this thing. I realized, oh yeah, all of these people that are home are probably going to be using the internet.
Yeah.
That's why I want a pirate ship. I wouldn't care about the internet. I just care about,
It's in the water.
No, I just care about doing, pirate stuff.
raping and pillaging your way around the world.
Well, I would have my parrot do all my talking for me, so I didn't have to talk anymore.
I play something. Where does Edge returning to the 2020 Royal Rumble rank on your list of best moments?
It doesn't. He returned in a rumble. He returned in a rumble years ago. Like, yeah, cool. It's great. Edge is back, but it's like, okay, cool.
Oh, play something. Oh, Dustin wants me to play a game. I might do that
Let's
a little
play
later.
hide and seek.
Oh.
You hide. I'll count to 10. Okay, I don't want to count to 10.
I don't think you can.
I can. Do you remember the HIAC that I was it us and Dean, or us and Dean and someone that doesn't want independent shows to have insurance? Who was it? Who happens to be a referee with a beard and bald? He doesn't like insurance on wrestling shows. But where was I going with that? Was it us? Or was it just the three of us and Roughneck, where we were teaching him to count to 3? I think that referee was with us, because we literally simply went through going 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I think that's so funny, and he's out of a job now as far as wrestling.
Roughneck? I'm pretty sure I got him retired years ago.
No, I was talking about the referee that doesn't want medical insurance for their wrestlers.
Oh, the referee that doesn't want medical insurance on the shows and expects other people to sign a contract, a petition to agree with them.
Nobody did. Like 3 people. 3. I think I can't say the name. Never mind. Never mind.
Do I know those 3 people?
No, I don't. I don't remember.
Shame.
I just like that. I just like that. When we didn't agree with him, he got personal about the podcast, like that was going to bother me.
Yeah, he took shots at you for the podcast and took shots at me for my prior the prior company I used to keep, and it was like, okay, cool, go befriend them, see if I care.
Yeah, go. Oh, you don't like the podcast? Well, get in the fucking line there, giant.
You know, these as much as we put these people down, they really do make our lives just that little bit complete. And because if you think about it, regardless of whether we're on good terms with some of these people, you know, they have just made life so much more enjoyable on top of it already being enjoyable for years now. If it wasn't for Roughneck, yeah, I would have had to have picked on someone else for a few years, but still, I wouldn't have had so many great moments like the time I had Tank take him out, and he hasn't been seen since. And you know, he claimed that he was going to make me tap out because I said that he called me and admitted defeat, which was true. He did.
He did.
And
yeah.
someone else said the same thing years ago. But no, if it wasn't for Roughneck, I would have had to have picked on someone else who probably would have been smaller, and they probably would have had less of a neck. Not that that's even possible, because the man has no neck. But
it's just the fleshy part.
But no, if it wasn't for him, you know, I wouldn't have had so many great moments. If it wasn't for the referee that doesn't want health insurance on wrestling shows because he just expects people to have a severe injury and go to the hospital.
Dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And I've seen some stupid fucking things, and that's one of the still ranks up there as one of the
damn wait, because some people may not be able to run if they can't afford that health insurance for their shows. So
then don't run. Then don't run. If you can't afford it, that's the point. You don't run. And seeing your shows, you shouldn't run.
There's someone reputable who we are both friends with. I'm not going to say their name just to keep them out of us trashing people, but they said a while back about, you know, someone associated with them wanted to run shows, and they didn't have the money. They were going to start a GoFundMe, and he was like, I thought I've taught you better. You know, I'm not going to let you do that. If you can't afford to run, then don't run, you idiot.
Don't run.
Yeah. walk.
It's very simple, and that's part of the reason why wrestling. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, that's why buildings get locked up and stuff gets kept inside the building.
Oh no, that wasn't what really happened. I was told.
That's why strip clubs are closed now because
It's like,
people
motherfucker.
didn't know the venue.
Motherfucker, I was there. I was there. You're telling me I was there. You were not there. I know what happened.
I know. I'm
No,
making
not you.
jokes
Not
now.
you. I was referencing that the other person.
Yeah. But no, I mean, without some of these moments, without certain tantrums about not knowing where the location of the venue was,
I didn't know it was gonna be at a strip club.
I still have the audio of that.
So do I.
Saved somewhere. I had it on my I saved it on my phone one day, like separate, just the clip. I think it was either you or Dean sent it to me.
Yeah, it was
And I
Dean.
had that.
Dean said it to you and then me.
And I was it was saved on my phone for a while to where it somehow made its way into my playlist when I'm listening to stuff. So I could be listening to music one day, walking to work, or listening to music at night time. All of a sudden, it'll go blah 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 song to. I didn't know the location of the event. Blah blah blah. I didn't find out where the building was until I got here today.
Even though it said on the poster for 3 months, Gentlemen's Club.
Even though El Gordo Libre and Stan Styles made a big fuss out of adult.
They filmed promos
adult thing.
in the parking lot from the strip club. Chris, we're being what's the word I'm looking? We're not using company names on purpose because I actually like the people that work there, except for the referee guy.
Chris, any name involved, I'll happily tell you because we're not going to do it, but we're not going to do it publicly. But
yeah, we'll give you all the names in person because, like I said, I genuinely, except for the 2 people, actually, I like them all. 3 people.
Yeah.
The number will grow as I think. Oh no, he was an asshole too.
But no, I'm trying to think who else has given us those moments because. Not just the bad ones. There's.
You can't forget Delaware. For Dean and I.
Oh yeah, Delaware. Good old Delaware. The ROH before ROH was ROH.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that? Is that true? Somebody said that about them?
No, it was someone in TNA said that when they were describing them, and they're trying to. Say about they were trying to say about the 8 that is super. They tried to say that they were ROH before ROH were ROH.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Delaware. But no, it's not all been
ROH.
bad,
Were they ROH before ROH? As in 12 people go to see it now?
Probably,
fuck me. Dan's got fucking.
But no, I think they're trying to say, that's where the undiscovereds became discovered. Sort of thing.
No, because all of those guys went through 7 other independent wrestling companies. Not just that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I know, Dan. I know. But no, I mean we've had some positives as well. The likes of Justin America being a positive on our life.
He texted me last night.
He pointed out to me that you have the Beatus, and
I don't have the Beatus.
Let that go ever since.
At least he spells it right.
Spelling, I believe, is what's the word I'm looking for? It's in the eye of the beholder. So it doesn't
not at all. Spelling actually matters. That's why you learn grammar.
But yeah, Justin has been a positive influence on our life. Other than Justin, screw the rest of them. No, I'm kidding. No, Dean. Dean is up there in age. He's good people.
See you, Chris.
Yeah, I hope he's. Has Chris gone?
Yeah, he's going to get a shower.
Oh, now we can trash him. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that
good people.
Son of a bitch.
No, he's good people. He's good people. But where was I going with that? Justin, Dean, various others. I mean, I remember I put up a thing the other day. Well, it wasn't the other day. It was a few weeks ago about how my first interaction. I know I told you I have no sense of time. my first interactions with a lot of people, and I pointed out how on first meeting certain people, there were three particular people who were just amazing when I first met them. They just gave me time. Like, I didn't necessarily have interactions with them before. Like, you and me, we talked before I actually met you.
Yeah.
Me and Justin, I talked before I actually met him. Dean, same thing. Dean, when him and Omega come and got me from my hotel, and Dean starts introducing himself to me as if he was opening the podcast. I found that hilarious. But no, Loudy, obviously, when I first met Loudy, it was at ROH. It was at ROH, and like, literally, I mean this in the nicest possible way, wouldn't go away. Literally just kept talking to me, not just talking at me, talking to me, asking stuff. Great dude. I'm not to really kill anything here, but Nathan Avery, great dude. Literally sat down with me for the longest time. Even when he was looking down on other people, shook my hand, talked to me for a while. I saw him like smack shit at someone not long after, but yeah, great dude.
Kayfabe or not kayfabe?
Oh, I don't know anymore, Dan.
Yeah, well, so does as wrestling.
But yeah, and the surprising one, and this will be the one where people are like, he's a dick. Jim Cornette. It took a good 10 minutes before he actually was very talkative, because he pretended I wasn't in the room. Pretty sure I was invisible until someone else said, Jimmy, here's our friend from England, blah, blah, blah. And then he spent 10 minutes talking to me as if he'd known me for 40 years, as if I was his best friend. Before his best friend at the time turned around and say, hey, look at a real host, a real podcast producer, not like whoever the hell you've got right now. So there's good memories all around, even from trash like his best friend. But no, I just this crazy world that we live in. You've kind of got to look back and think, hey, it's not all been bad.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Yeah, even the bad has brought some good. Even the bad has brought some good.
Some people have more problem with me than I do with them. That's for certain. I got news for you.
You and your green shirt.
It's neon yellow. It's a oh, god damn it.
It looks more sort of like glow in the dark than anything.
I was trying to bring back the early 90s, but then I looked at my hairline. I was like, well, it's too late for that.
Well, Dan, I've got an excellent solution for that.
Oh god, yeah. That's not the color. That's not my color.
I don't care. We'll color in we'll color in the gaps.
Well, I was thinking about
wear a hat.
how long this quarantine, shutdown goes. I might be buzzing my hair soon.
You should do it.
I have an ugly fucking head, dude.
Yeah, but it may look like you're in prison, but in actuality, you probably are, because we're all on house arrest right now. I was talking with someone earlier on. About how we should invent our own sentence. Obviously Teddy Hart doesn't have to invent his own sentence because he's just gone to jail again. Chando's going to have to find somewhere else to get his cats.
Please stop. Stop.
I haven't picked on Mark Angel today because the motherfucker went and I know it's the second time I've done that. I gotta remember not to say that. Or does it matter on this one? Or
I don't give a shit.
Okay, cool. But I haven't picked on Mark Angel today. He looks like the oldest, angriest 12-year-old that I've ever seen. Even though now that WrestleMania is happening without fans and my trip is not happening, it doesn't matter that he was going to be flying away the day that I came in. Still, regardless,
he knew you were coming and he was out.
Well, it's funny because I was talking to him one day and I was like, "So what day are you coming in?" He was like, "Oh, I'll know tomorrow." I asked him the next day. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going on the 31st of March." I was like, "That's the day I fly in, Mark. You literally." Because I said I'd do a pop for him because I'm happy doing the pops. I love making these things and then painting them. They're very calming, even if it does involve printing a smaller version of Mark Angel because he's already quite small. He looks like a 12-year-old boy that got really, really old really, really fast. But no, I look up to Mark Angel. He's good people, even if he is terrible people. But yeah, I hadn't been in any way insulting towards him today, so fuck you, Mark Angel. I really have to branch out. I don't think there's anyone else that I really feel like insulting at the moment, because I mean, I trash Roughneck everywhere I go. I mean, I trash you whenever I see you. Dean, I'm not really trashing. It's more of an observation because he is really, really old.
He's not old. Will you stop it?
Who else do I? Who else
It's
do I
so
insult?
fucked up. He's in really good shape, man. He's gotten himself in great shape. I envy the shape he's gotten, and you're just like, he's old. Fuck him.
Yeah, one. I didn't say fuck him. I said he's old.
Oh,
It's
you
an
might as
observation,
well.
Dan. It's an observation, Dan. He, you know, just because he was born in a time before. Well, I mean, you know, there was a time when TV was only in black and white. Well, Dean was born in a time
There
when
was
life
colored
was only in black
TV
and
around
white.
when he was a kid, you son of a bitch.
Dean's so old that you know, he played with a stick and a wheel.
Wow.
But no, Dean's good people.
Somebody clip that for me, please.
You can't be bothered to do it.
No, because I don't open it. I have the OBS open. I can't clip from OBS.
I'm my condolences, Dan. I know that that's a very painful diagnosis. I hope you feel better after that.
No, not IBS. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, we're over an hour and a half. We're done. Say goodbye, Harry.
Well, before I say goodbye, Dan, I feel like I should direct the wonderful people of your live stream, which I'm guessing is just your friend Aaron.
No, there was Chris, there was Dustin, there was Aaron, and then there was user Rev was on, and then there was a 10 and Feet.
Rev was I mean, he may not be here now, but I waved to Rev. I would salute you. I will salute you, Rev. I'm not saluting you, Dan. That yellow shirt is too distracting.
That's fine.
But no, to everyone that's spent this Friday night with us, I appreciate it. I did just harass Dan minutes before. Well, no, I'll tell them exactly what I said. Cause
I was going to say, no, I expected you to ask because you brought this up a week ago. We should do Twitch.
Yeah, I literally just, you know, when you just have a random thought, like I had a random thought a little bit over a year ago, a little bit under a year ago, where I thought to myself, I was like, you know what, I'm going to look see how much 3D printers are. And then I obviously go and buy a 3D printer. It was terrible, returned it, and then got a good one. But no, I just had a random thought. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to see if Dan wants to go live on his Twitch. Said that last week, and he was like, not right now. I was like, okay. I said, next week sometime. And then literally 5-10 minutes before we did this, I said to Dan, I was like, we should go live on Twitch. And he was like, for? I was like, for the people.
I was like, all right.
But yeah, for everyone that's joined us right here on the Craig Lagan show on this Friday night.
No, that's a different show. Why would you do that to yourself? We're just going to call it Chatting with Harry.
I thought we were calling it Dan's Den.
That's corny.
Oh, no, call it Dan's Den, ... Chatting with Harry.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
See, we both get our shit in there. But
we're both going over.
Yeah, we're both going over. But yeah, as I was saying, to the good people that have joined us tonight, I appreciate it. I would have just literally sat here and played Hotel Tycoon or Theme Park Tycoon, and proceeded to probably call Jimmy Chondo Lion and told him I'm going to stamp on his feet, and made fun of the fact that he has 7,667,662 cats, which he was supplied by the funds of Teddy Hart.
No.
And
no.
The funds that paid for those cats are questionable because he probably got those elsewhere from selling other things. But hey, I'm sure he's not against medical insurance on wrestling shows. Much like some referees.
At least he's got that going for him.
At least that's he's got that going for him.
I wish I could find that old petition. Do you think you still have that somewhere?
It's probably in our inbox somewhere, but I mean, we've said a shit ton of stuff ever
Yeah.
since. So,
Never mind.
there is a function on Facebook Messenger though where you can search particular things. So I'm sure if we searched his name or petition or something like that, we'd be able to find it.
Please.
Something which I could probably do if I remember once we've done this, but
I'll text you. I'll text you. Wrap it up. I want to
Okay.
go to the bathroom.
But okay. So Dan wants to go take a shit. So yeah, I appreciate everyone
I want
that's
to take a
joined us today, tonight, yesterday, tomorrow.
In the future,
if you
in
like,
the past.
if in the future, in the past, wherever Barry is right now, if you would like to buy a 3D print, contact me on TGHB3D on all good social media platforms. If you want a t-shirt, I do not have a pro wrestling tees site, but you can contact my inbox on all social media platforms. On those social media platforms, I am the Great HB or the Great Harry Barnett. And for that, I said good day.
I'm Dan Low 83.
And he has
Keep
a
your
shiny
wiener
shirt.
clean.